Good day everyone and welcome. My name is Susan and we are going to do a nice little short 30-minute Pilates class on the mat today. So I'm going to go through the breathing. The breathing is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now when you exhale out of the mouth, I want you to engage your core. So basically suck your gut in, hold your belly button tight on the exhale. Every exhale is nice, strong, forceful like the letter H and hollow, all right? So do your best with the breathing. Try not to hold your breath, all right? So that is basically the breathing. Now listen to your body, respect your limitations. If something we're gonna do is really not gonna feel good or aggravate a condition or cause you pain or a flare up, think about it, maybe try it. There's always a way I can show you little modifications as well. And if it's really not gonna feel good, don't worry about it. Don't have to do it, okay? So remember that, listen to your body. All right, so roll the shoulders out. Okay, so we're gonna do a few little warm up, connect with the breath, and then we'll get started. All right, so Pilates stance, heels together, feet into a V. Now, for the first 4 breaths only, on the exhale, I want you to bring your thighs tight, pelvic floor up nice and tight, buttocks tight, belly button to spine, and I want you to visualize that you've got a belt tightening around your ribs. So basically everything nice and tight on the exhale, all right? Arms to the side, relax the shoulders, let's go. Breathe, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, everything tight, squeeze, inhale, release. Exhale. Keep going, up. And one more, inhale up. And all right, and release, relax. Release the feet, roll the shoulders out. And shake the legs out if you want a little bit. Now the rest of the warm-up, the rest of the class, we'll be focusing on belly button to spine only for the exhale, all right? So let's go, inhale up. And just keep going, gives us the opportunity to warm up the body a little bit and really connect with that breath, to kind of synchronize the breath with the movements. Let's go again, inhale up. And one more, up, down. Perfect, roll the shoulders out, roll them out. All right, so this one here we're gonna work on, this is gonna work on our balance a little bit as well, and the stability of the foot, the toe, the ankle, and the one leg individually. So the left foot, I want you to really get it anchored into the floor. I'm gonna show you what we're going to do and I'll give you a couple other ways to do it. So we're gonna bring the right foot up and down, that's it. You can tap with your toe or you can hover. Now if you can't get your foot very high off the floor, don't worry about it. You don't have to come all the way up here, even if you just get it off the floor. If you find that's a bit challenging, even if you just do it like this, doesn't matter, all right? So left foot nice and anchored into the floor, dig those toes in if you have to. Now the position of the arms. You can have your arms out here for balance, or if you want to try something a little more challenging, you can go to genie arms, all right? So relax, find yourself a little spot, a focal point on the floor, stare at it, it'll help you with your balance, okay? And if you find it's too much, stop, don't worry about it. It's just a warm up, let's go. Inhale up, and exhale. Same breath, exhale, belly button to spine. Relax that left leg. One more time up, stay here, breathe. One more, down. All right, release, shake the legs out. Sometimes you're a little more balanced than others, don't worry about it, all right? So let's try, maybe this time will work better for you. Get the foot nice and anchored into the floor. If you find you started, you're kind of all over the place, put your feet back down, reposition the foot, maybe that'll help, all right? So roll up the shoulders, relax, don't overthink this now. Arms here or here. Stare at your spot, let's go, up. Whoops. Some days you're a little more balanced than others as well, so don't fret. And you can feel the muscles in the legs engaging. The one you're lifting, you're working the quads. You can feel your buttock on the other side, the other leg. That thigh, a lot of power. Engaging core as well, up, stay here. And down. All right, perfect. Shake it out. All right, roll the shoulders out. Let's do another one. Now, feet are nice and anchored to the floor, arms to the side, standing tall, always being aware of your posture. Inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, arms down, look forward. To the left. This is a gentle warm up for the neck, warming up the shoulders and releasing. Let's go to the right, stretching, releasing the pectorals, the chest. One more time to wherever side you're going to. And down. And that's it, roll it out. Okay, that was our little quickie warm up. So now we're gonna get onto our backs. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is get our legs up to the ceiling. Now having your legs up to the ceiling, if you don't have a strong core, can be a bit of a challenge because you need a strong core to get those heavy legs up. So in my classes, I offer a little strap. If you find that a strap is going to help you keep your legs up, use, this is about a 2 meter or 6 foot long, any kind of strap, and that helps. It just takes the edge off, helps the legs, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to have an open V. Only open as wide as the mat and close. If you have the strap in both hands and just give yourself a little bit of slack, all right? Ready? Back is grounded, shoulders relaxed. Let's go. Inhale, heel up. Exhale. And open. This is a nice little movement for the inner thigh. Of course, engaging the core muscles, the abdominals. Keep that breath going. Don't hold it. Breathe. Belly button to spine. Kiss your spine with your belly button. One more. Now the next time you open, stay here. Breathe. Close, bend, and rest. Now, we do a lot of stretching and resting, and that's normal breathing. So if you want, straighten your legs out and stretch them out. Stretch out your belly, stretch out your thighs, bring your arms over your head. Just do your normal breathing. Release the tension as it accumulates, and then from here, give yourself a hug, and really stretch out and release that lower back. You can rock a little bit if you like. Okay, so we're going to do one more with the legs up, okay? Now, this one here, again, I'll give you a couple ways to do it. We're going to do is leg circles. So I'll give you 2 ways. Both legs up. We're going to start with the right leg. I'm going to pretend I have a pencil on my toe, and I'm going to draw circles. I'm going to inhale around and exhale to center. Now, if you want, you can put one foot on the floor, focus on the leg. It's the same thing. And if you find you want to use your strap, do it this way. All right? The strap is just a little helper, all right? It's not cheating, so don't ever think that. I'm going to do it this way here. So, comfortable, right leg. Now the size of the circle depends on how, this is coming from the hip. So you don't have to have a big giant circle. A small circle is just fine, all right? If you decide to do a bigger circle and you find that you start kind of wiggling and wobbling off the floor, you're a little too big. I want you to feel anchored. Nothing should be moving but the leg. Ready? Let's go. Inhale around and exhale, pause. Try to relax, keep going. One more. Stop, rest. Feet on the floor. Give yourself a hug, stretch your legs out. It doesn't matter which order, but those 2 stretches are really important when we're on our backs doing things like this. Always remember to take care of that lower back. Because as you work your abdominals, you're working the lower back, the transverse abdominis, everything works together. So if you have a weak back, you have a weak belly, and vice versa. So let's stretch that lower back out to release the tension, all right? Because we have to do the other side still. So this one here again, both legs up, put one foot on the floor if that helps, or get your strap ready. Ready? Left leg, choose the direction, we're just doing one, and let's go. Inhale around. Maybe this side is a little bit better for you and you could do a bigger circle, or maybe this is the side that gives you a little bit more grief. So make the adjustments. Even if you do one and you find you can't do any more, stop and rest. Don't be shy. Don't be aggressive and don't force your body if you can't. And that's it. Bend and rest. Always, always make sure you release that lower back. Perfect. Okay, so from here, we are going to be staying on our back a little bit longer. So I want you to put your feet on the floor and bend your knees, all right? So we're gonna do here, make sure your back is comfortable, shoulders are relaxed. This position here is called a table. So we're gonna do a couple things from here. Let me show you. The first one is called a toe tap. We're gonna tap and back up. Inhale down, exhale up. This particular one here is gonna focus on the your abdominals, your abs, but the lowest part, right along your belly button, all right? The next two exercises are gonna focus on the lowest part of our rectus abdominis, all right? Ready? Let's go. Inhale down and exhale. Don't forget, belly button spine. Nice and tight on the exhale. A lot of power there. And now the next time you tap, stay here, breathe. One more. And now, give yourself a little hug if you need to. Take a little break, quick little break. Stretch it out if you'd like. Now the breathing is, try to really take a full breath. Inhale completely, and the exhale, belly button to spine, fully, completely, all right? Now, back to table. The next one is called running. Let me show you this one here. Now this one here, we're going from the knee down, like this. I'm not going like this. I'm not moving my thigh or my hips. It's the knee and the lower leg only. Ready? Inhale up, exhale, switch. Again, this is engaging, really focusing on the lowest part of the rectus abdominis on your belly, right along your belly button area. And keep going, almost there. Inhale up. Legs are nice and stable, nothing is moving, just the lower leg. Now, the next leg, you come up, stay here and breathe. Switch. One more. And down and go into your stretches. Do your hug, your stretch. It doesn't matter which order you're doing it in. Make sure you do both of them though. The stretches are not very long. They're just enough. All right. From here, let's get ourselves up to a seated position. All right. Perfect. All right, so we're going to do a couple of things from the seated position now. So the first one is they're called roll downs. All right, so now roll down. This is a lot specifically targeted for your belly, your abs. So you're going to get a lot of fire in here. You're also going to feel it in your quads. You're going to also work the hip flexor as well. Let me show you this one here. Now, anything we do from a seated position, very important that you keep your back straight, your neck is long, and you're looking forward. So try not to be rolled over and having your head bowed. Straighten it up, all right? This way you're using the muscles along your back, up and down your spine, your back muscles, with your core muscles to keep you nice and stable and balanced, and so that you don't roll over or tip from side to side. Let me show you this one here. Sitting nice and tall, arms up. I'm going to inhale down. Now I'm going to go to where my belly gets hard and I get stuck, and then exhale up. If you're not very strong and you can only manage here, that's fine. That's perfect. Those of you who are a little stronger, you can go as far as you'd like. We're gonna try and do 6 of them. All right, if you find you get tired and you start getting a bit shaky, just reduce your movement. Just don't go down as far, because you got to pace yourself as well. And if you get really tired and you're really pooped, open up your knees and rest like this. Just bow your head, all right? That will be our rest. So, roll the shoulders out, back is straight. Let's go. Inhale down, and this is when you're really going to notice the power of engaging belly button to spine. There's so much power. That's going to give you that little bit of help to come up. And almost there. Inhale down, exhale up. Now the next time, lean back. Wherever you are, stay here if you can. One more. And up and down. Now the roll downs like that, those you can do a few more. If you want to do, 8 or 10 of them, that's fine, okay? As long as you keep your form. As soon as you lose your form in anything we do, that means your body's getting tired. That's when you need to stop and rest. Because with Pilates, there's 5 principles. Concentration, centering, control, precision, and breathing. The control is so important. Every move you make, you have full control, working with precision. As soon as you lose control, that's when you need to stop and rest. And as you get out on your program, as you get on with your Pilates, you get stronger and stronger, and you can do more and more with full control. That's why you don't have to do that many, as long as they're done well. All right, roll it out. Okay, so let's do another one from this position, and let's do a nice boat, our little boat. Now let me show you this one here. Again, from this position, back is straight, neck is long, and you're looking forward. So I'm gonna rock back, I'm gonna hold on to the back of the legs, and I'm gonna bring my legs up like this. Now, if you find that's not gonna happen for you, don't worry about it. Even if you get your legs here, here, even if you just kind of hang out here. It's all about keeping your back straight. You keep yourself nice and balanced, and so you don't roll over, all right? Holding on to the back of the legs helps a lot as well. So do what you can. We're gonna do this particular one twice, 4 breaths each time, all right? So roll out the shoulders, relax, rock up, big breath, exhale. Now as you get a little stronger with this one here, the progression to this one here is to be able to release the legs. One more breath. Down, go right into your little rest and rest. Let your shoulders go slack, bow your head, rest your belly, release your spine. So this is the place to come. Any of the seated positions we do, you have to stop, come here, and just let it all hang out, just rest. All right, slow down the breathing and the heart rate. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders out. All right. Back of the legs, ready? Big breath. Exhale. One more. It doesn't matter how many times you do this. I've been doing this for a long time. I still feel it, and it feels wonderful. You should feel it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Roll it out, roll it out. All right, so let's work some hips now. So we're gonna lay on the side of the mat. Now this particular position here, this is when I always have a little extra padding for my students. If you've got, you wanna have a little extra padding for the hips. Doesn't matter how much padding you have on your body, you always feel there's always some bone that you're gonna feel. If not, you're okay. You can use a little padding. You can have a thicker mat, absolutely, for Pilates. You can have a mat like this. This is actually a Pilates mat that I just cut up. A little thin blanket or a towel or a pillow. All right, so that being said, laying onto the side of the back of the mat. Here you can either hand in hand, or you can have your head on your arm, doesn't matter. Now, side of your body's nice and anchored to the floor. I want you to bring the right knee up. Left leg, top leg is nice and straight. Hips are lined up. Try not to lean forward or tilt back. Everything is nice and lined up. So let's work some hip. Now, take it easy with the hip. Do what you can. We're gonna have the leg up to the ceiling and down. If you find that's a bit much for you, bend your knee a little bit and just try it. You can make little adjustments to find something that works for you as well. All right, and if it's a little bit too much, stop, put your knee on the floor and rest, okay? Take it easy. Like I said, pace yourself, be aware of how your body feels. If you have any pain or anything like that, stop, okay? Now, leg up, spot as high as you can get it. Now the top hand here is your kickstand, your stabilizer. Put it on the floor. This will help you from moving around. I want no movement if you can. Let's go, inhale up and exhale. Heel up and toe down. So really working all the muscles around the hip, lubricating that nice ball and socket. You can feel the inner thigh. They have abductors, adductors, flexors, This is going into the pelvic floor groin area, into the buttock as well. Of course, the abdominals. And now, the next time you bring your leg up, let's see if we can stay there. And one more breath. Bring it down. Now let's take a quick rest. Bring the top knee on the floor if you want, straighten the bottom leg and rest. If you need to rest your whole upper body, come down quickly and rest. Slow down the breath. Just give yourself a few seconds just to kind of release the hip, release that thigh as well. Okay, we're going to do one more. Now, back into the same position, bend the knee, make sure that you're nice and anchored, adjust yourself so you're comfortable, get your kickstand down. This next one here is called a forward kick. Let me show you. I'm going to inhale, heel out, forward, exhale, go back. Now, I'm going to exhale, my leg is going to be lined up to my back, okay? If you're a little stronger and your joints and your muscles are a little bit looser and you want to kick back further, absolutely. But if you do that and you find you start kind of rocking and rolling around, you're too far. I don't want any movement. You are stuck to the floor. The only thing moving is the top leg. So when you kick back, if everything is nice and stable, you're good to go. If not, just don't kick back as far. That's all. All right? Let's go. Inhale. Concentrate on the breath, belly button to spine. Relax. One more time, out. Now, the next time you bring your leg out forward, we're going to stay there. Breathe. Now, bring the knee on top of the other knee, straighten the leg, go onto your belly. All right, now as a transition to the other hip, we're going to do some heel beats. Now, pelvis and hips nicely anchored to the floor. Here you can rest your chin on your stacked hands or lift your head up a little bit if you'd like. This one is specifically targeting your buttocks, your glutes. So keep your knees on the floor. I want your feet slightly off the floor. And we're going to click our heels. So I don't want your feet way up here. Bring them down just barely off the floor. And let's get a little fire into our bottom, all right? Let's do, we're going to do 8 of them, so I want you to click your heels as fast as you can, but the breath is still nice and slow and controlled. Let's go. Let's isolate our buttocks, our glutes, a little fire in there. And if you find you're going too fast, it's too intense, just slow down your clicking if you need to. You can make those adjustments along the way. All right? And keep going, almost there. One more breath. And down. Relax your legs, relax your buttocks. All right, so we're going to do a little stretch before we get to the other hip, and this is called the shell. This again is normal breathing. So bring yourself up. Open up the knees, and I want you just to lean. Come down, move your body slowly. You don't have to rush, and just rest. Resting your arms, just bow your head. And this is a shell. This is a nice stretch for your back, for your hips, your legs. It's a nice overall stretch. It's similar to our child's pose, but you don't have to put your head on the floor. All right, stretch is over. Let's get to the other hip now. Okay, so comfortable. Let's work. I'm going to be on my right hip now. So, side of my body's nice and anchored to the floor. Bottom knee's bent, so you're comfortable. Top leg is up. Hips are nice and lined up. Kickstand down. Let's go. Inhale up. And when I say heel up and toe down, you don't have to do it that way. You can just keep your foot neutral if you'd like. But when you have a heel up, you just get a nice extra calf stretch. So it's a little bonus stretch. All right. Almost there. Inhale up. And you can feel that beautiful stretch as well. Even though Pilates is all about strengthening your body, we're still working on lengthening and stretching as well. And also balance, flexibility, posture. And now the next time you bring it up, and up. Stay here. strengthening the abdominals, the back muscles as well. And down, rest, right into the rest. And just, if you need to straighten your bottom leg, take a second and do that and just let it go. All right, rest. Okay, quick rest. Position, back to position, check your form, nice and lined up. Let's do that forward kick. Inhale forward, and again, if you want to kick back, absolutely. If you're not quite that strong or stable, just bring your leg, line it up to your back. That's it. Still getting the same movement. It's nice to offer something, a little deeper moves for those of you who are a little bit stronger, and the ones if you're just a beginner or you're not that strong, you can always make little adjustments to suit where you are in your practice and how your body is feeling right now. Now, next time you kick it out, stay here and breathe. And rest. That's it. All done. Perfect. Okay. Now, from here, let's get onto our hands and knees. We're going to do a couple of cat and cows, and we're going to get up and stretch. Now, the cat and cow is in our Pilates, it's just a stretch. We do this in our yoga class as well. Knees and hips lined up, arms nice and lined up, head up, sacrum up, and then arch the back. This is just normal breathing, really stretching out the spine, the lower back. And when you come up in your cow, you get a stretch in your chest and stretch out your belly. And from here, let's get ourselves up to standing. Perfect. All right, let's do a few stretches and we're all done. Our little quickie class here. Nice wide V. This is just normal breathing. It's just a stretch. Right arm up, a lateral stretch, bilateral stretch. Really lengthening the side of your body, stretching everything out. Come up. Use your core muscles to help you move your body from side to side. Really nice stretch for your obliques as well. And here, and all the way up, stretch, lengthen, stretch it out. Now from here, we're going to come all the way down to a V-straddle split. If you can't reach the floor, bend your knees. If you find that makes you dizzy, put your hands on your knees, come halfway. You can do it this way, you can bend your knees like this, or keep your legs straight. It's just a stretch, so you have lots of room to make adjustments to whatever feels good for you. This is V-straddle split is a beautiful stretch for your spine. You can feel the back of your legs, the hamstrings, beautiful stretch for your body. Walk your hands to the left, get a nice extra stretch on the right side of your body, inner thigh of the right leg, and that back left hamstring. Walk yourself to center, come to the other side. Back to center, bend the knees, come up very slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Legs together, and give yourself a big hug for being here today, and a clap for me and you and all our friends, and we're done. All right, so that was our quickie little Pilates class. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for joining me. My name is Susan, and today is July 7th, in case you're wondering what day it is today. So take care of yourself, and get outside, play, get some sun on your face, get some fresh air, and find something that makes you happy and just keep moving. And thanks again. We'll see you soon.